Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions. And today we're going to do more Fish. This is a song called The Wedge, and this version is from 7/2014. This was recommended to me just today. It's off the record Rift, and I've done a little bit of listening to the actual studio records, and I'm kind of forgetting which one I really got into, but I'll look at it while we're watching this. But I really, going forward, wanted to kind of concentrate in that kind of mid 90s era to like 98. And I've done a little bit of that, but I have to say, when someone suggests something, I like to kind of maybe give it a couple second listen, maybe even a few in the middle, just to see what it's about, or at least tonally, if it's listenable. That's not usually an issue with Fish, but a lot of the other stuff I kind of sample a little bit just so I know if I'm 5 minutes or 8 minutes or 10 minutes into something, it's worth doing and worth listening to. So, anyway, I still have Fish content coming out almost a couple times a week, maybe once a week. Definitely way down from a couple every day. And that, obviously, as we all know, is not sustainable or really interesting for either of us, probably. Um, there's probably those hardcore fans, and I definitely know Fish fans are pretty hardcore. It's kind of like how I was about Zappa, and kind of still am, but not as much so now that I've got this channel and kind of listening to a lot of stuff that I would have put on the back burner before or whatever. So, anyway, with that long winded intro, thanks for being here. Thanks for all your support. And if you are new to the channel, thank you for checking it out. And if you like it, please subscribe. And even if you don't, you can always comment, like, dislike, any of that. I'm good with any of that. So here we go. Fish 2014, playing the song The Wedge, live in Chicago.
Shadow glides below. This is she feels my heartbeat. Oh, but how I'll never know. We're bobbing on the surface, and the shadow glides below. This is she feels my heartbeat. Oh, but how I'll never know that it's the ocean flowing in our veins. Yeah, that it's the salt that's in our tears. That we could have come so very far in at least as many years. Take the highway through the great divide.
That's a great shot of John.
Take the highway through the great divide. I'm building you a pyramid with limestone blocks so large. I dragged them from the mountaintop. You leave a two-car garage. I'm building you a pyramid with limestone blocks so large. I dragged them from the mountaintop. You need a two-car garage. 'Cause it's the ocean flowing in our veins. 'Cause it's the salt that's in our tears. 'Cause we could have come so very far in at least as many years. Take the highway to the great divide.
Wow.
Take the highway to the great.
What a huge stage. I think it's in Chicago, is what it said initially. I don't know. I've only been to Chicago. Well, I lived there for a little bit, but what a huge place. And forgive me, I forget after a couple of days, basically all of Trey's equipment. I know the pedal board, know the guitars, know some of the amps, and but don't know the eras. I always forget that part. But it's cool because he looks like he's definitely got a Mesa right there. That's like maybe, I'll have to look, but it looks like maybe a Mark III, which I had one of those at one point, and very heavy. That's all I remember. But I did love it. So anyway. Yeah. So I am looking at, sorry, I don't mean to stop it, but I'm going to anyway. But I love that guitar, and I was trying to think what the body, the wood is, and I was thinking it's Koa or something else that's really vibrant, orangey and brown. So that looks like this is what they label on Trey's, the TreysGuitarRig.com as the number 3 Koa 1, and that was made in 1996. What an amazingly beautiful guitar. Or, well, could be Koa 2. Let's check it out.
This was the ocean floating in our veins. This is the salt that's in our teeth. Cause we could have come so very far in at least as many years. Take the highway to the grave.
I love that guitar tone. Slightly overdriven. It's got that great mid-range honk. I believe this is Koa 2 because of the 12th position marker for 1. And it's very similar to number 1, but number 2, it looks like he got in 2006. So
Take the highway through the grave divide.
That's a really cool figure that Mike's doing. Kind of that arpeggiated bass line. Reminds me, there's a song off of Romantic Warrior by Return to Forever, and that's nothing like this, but that's kind of what caught my ear. And quickly, so he is using Mesa Boogie Mark threes, but it says the long head, which I thought that looked like a combo. I think that may be the combo version, which is what I had. But anyway, I don't see a combo mentioned in here, and that's not to say that, well, that's a combo, so I'm not sure what to say. But maybe this isn't all inclusive of everything he's used, but. That's cool. Nope. Yeah, that's one of the Mesa Boogie 3 long heads. So I was wrong. It's not a combo. Just a head. That's cool. I love the synth line. Mike is on fire, man. So quickly, I was gonna say basically just a little bit of a guitar solo from Trey at the beginning, and basically more of an ensemble thing with Paige doing a lot of, again, not full on solos, but just this is like a great example of their great interplay as a band. It's not always about the guitar solo or drum solo, or I don't know. Does John do a lot of drum solos? I mean, some of the songs are basically just drum solos, but I think what makes John such a great drummer is that he's got the chops to do whatever, but he doesn't choose to show them off a lot, you know. So again, I'm just going from what I know and what I've watched so far. So. So again, I think I don't know if I really ever said this, but he uses a lot of chord tone type soloing. You know, like using the chord as the outlying like motif of like the guitar lines or whatever. But I also notice he's doing a lot of up and down, meaning like kind of more moving and force. That is so foreign to me. I'm actually learning What's New in Baltimore by Frank Zappa, which is a guitar piece, and it's deceptively looks simple, not rhythmically, but it's such a foreign thing to how I play that I've been working on it for months, and I'll do a video of it, but it's definitely, you know, at about 80%. So of what it should be. But I'm going to do it anyway. But I just noticed Trey kind of doing some of this stuff that is really, really interesting and kind of, for me, a little bit foreign as a guitar player. So. Nice. There you have it. Phish doing the song The Wedge from 2014. And hold on one second. I'm going to grab something I wanted to show everybody, and I'll be right back. So I'm back, and I wanted to show other guitar players, or people that love Trey's playing and know his pedal board and all of that. I've had a lot of auto-wah or filter type pedals, and some I should have never sold, but I've to be honest, I don't even know if I've really played them on gigs. I just would mess around at home, and they were never really put through their paces. But I can't count how many I've tried, and none of them really resonated with me. And to be honest, I bought this, the Mutron, which is what I believe Trey's using. Um, I mean, he has at some point. And I also believe one of the main guy in Goose uses it, plus a lot of other people. And Jerry, of course, used the original by, I'm going to forget his name now. But anyway, this is a, I don't want to know if you give a shit about this or not. But when he started making these again, maybe his name's in here. I got on a list on Facebook to get one, and this is, I don't know, maybe almost 10 years ago. And, you would get an introductory price of $250 or whatever the hell it was. And I was like, got on this list, and of course it was super, not very organized. And the pedal comes out, and of course I didn't get it because, the list was like unmanageable or whatever. So I kind of missed out. And I think he might even said like, hey, if you want, I'll give it to you the same price. And at that point I was like, wow, $300 or whatever it was a bit much. So anyway, I bought this. I haven't even plugged it in yet. And I bought it several months ago. I've been busy doing videos and working on my own music. But I plan on doing like, some kind of demo-ish thing. I don't know. I'm terrible at that, but I'm going to do that. But I just wanted to show everybody, because after listening to Trey so much and stuff like this, I want to find the right one. So why I think I haven't really played it or tried it even is I'm afraid it won't be the one I want. And I'm pretty basic with my pedal board. It's delay, overdrive, a wah-wah, and some other stuff on there occasionally. But there's only been a few things that have stayed for like a decade, and that's like a volume pedal and my love pedal overdrive, which is just a tube screamer, and got several versions of that. And if you'd like to know more about that, I guess I could talk about that at some point if anyone cares. If other guitar players are interested in that, I'd love to do that. I'd love to talk about each one of mine. And I don't have a collection. I basically sold about 30 pedals over the last couple of months to pay some bills and all of that. And I'm not a collector. I have 2 or 3 that are really collectible that would be worth quite a bit of money if I sold them. But I like to try things and then I move on, and always at a loss, of course. But I think if I added up how many overdrive and distortion pedals I've had, it's in the hundreds. And once I discovered the gear page, I went off the deep end, and I would buy stuff, try it, and take it to a gig. I didn't gig that much, but a couple times a month. And, sometimes they didn't even get gigged. I would just try them and they didn't work for me or whatever. And I just sell them and buy something else. So really, really silly. And there's only a few that, are unattainable. A few of them are really hard to get. I had a Klon at one point. I had an early rock box, which I don't think are worth that much, but what is some other stuff I had? Some fuzzes that were hard to get, but I am just now got in the last, since the pandemic, I bought some fuzz pedals, and those are what I have that are collectible. But they're new production. They're nothing super old. And what else did I have that was kind of interesting? I think the Klon, I got that like 12 years ago or maybe more for basically whatever they cost, $350 or something. But there's none of those pedals I regret selling sonically. The Klon I'd like to have now because I could sell it for $5,000 and I could put that money to good use. But I'm not sure why I'm running on and on about guitar pedals, but hey, in the comments, if you'd like to talk about guitar pedals or if you'd like me to do one, I'd love to do that. And I don't think that would have a wide appeal, but maybe it does. I don't know. So anyway, I won't keep you anymore, but I wanted to show you the Mutron, and Mike Beagle or something like that is his name. And that's who I was talking about when he said, "Oh, I'm going to redo the original, the one that Jerry used, the one that's great." And so I missed out on that. And they were a little bit bigger than this, I think. I think they're like kind of twice that size, if I remember correctly. But so this is the third version, and probably the second of the new ones. So anyway, if you care, let me know. All right, I'm Brian. Thanks for watching. Bye.